welcome to another fingerpicking lesson. Marco here. Today I want to talk to you about percussive guitar, and I want to show you the three percussive techniques that I really like to use a lot. Now, I'm not a guru of percussive stuff. In fact, most of the time I really don't like this style, especially when it's too much percussion and crazy stuff. But I have three things that I really use a lot, and I kind of compound those three techniques in what I was playing at the beginning of the video. So I'm going to show you how to learn that, and I'm going to show you how to simplify these type of guitar parts so that you can really understand what's going on before you actually start adding the percussions. Okay, so it's going to be an awesome lesson. Check my Patreon page, guys. You can get the tab as well as supporting this channel. Subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up with all the upcoming lessons. Now let's have a close-up. I need to find my guitar. I don't know where that is. And let's get started. Alright guys, let's get started. Now the awesome thing about this guitar part is the fact that when you learn the first bar, you will basically learn almost the whole thing, okay? Because it's kind of repeat the same thing all the time. The only thing that will change is just the last two notes, okay? So let's just focus on one bar, let's learn it, and then we're gonna see the different notes. Now the very first step is to simplify the guitar part so that you can understand basically how to then apply the percussion. Now the parts sound like this. Okay, so I have three type of techniques that I really like to use. First one is what I call bass, which is playing the bass note with the thumb. So I'm striking the string with the side of the thumb. Okay, and I simultaneously I'm kind of adding this third here. It's kind of is a consequence of striking with the thumb that I'm going with the palm right here. Okay, and then I also like to use the thumb slap, which is striking the string with the thumb, and then thumb slap and strum, which is the thumb slap and simultaneously with the strum on the top three strings. Okay, now the first thing is to really understand what we are playing before we add the percussion. So I'm going to show you the first bar played without the percussion, just with plucking the strings. Okay, so we're going to be playing. Okay, so this is cool, and we have the low E. Okay, you can pluck the strings as you prefer, because then we're gonna add the percussion, so we're not gonna keep the plucking. So we play the low E, and then the A string fret 5, hammer on fret 7, and thumb slap. Okay, so then I have the A string fret number 4, hammer on, and the low E. A string fret 2, hammer on, and A string open, thumb slap, and the E string fret number 3 and 5 with a hammer on. Okay, I'm gonna do it slowly. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is just learn that with whatever plucking you want to use. You really want to understand the rhythm and the notes that you're playing. Okay, now once you have the first bar, okay, you will be able to play also the rest of the exercise, most of it. And then once you have that, you want to add the percussion. Now on the first two notes, I'm using the bass technique. Okay, so this beautiful thumb approach. So I'm kind of have to pluck near the bridge where the strings are a little bit harder, and I'm gonna be muting all the strings with the left hand and pluck and strike the low E. Okay, and then I will position the A string fret 5 with the index finger, and I make sure that I block the A string and the D string, so that when I strike on the strings, only the A string ring out. Okay, so I have, and then a hammer on the fret number 7. Okay, and then a thumb slap. All right, so far we have 4 notes. Then I'm gonna go on the fret number 4 and pluck that with the index finger, okay? And then I hammer on fret 5. When I pluck the fret number 4, I'm actually grabbing the string a little bit so that I have this beautiful twang or slap, okay? So, and then after that, I'm gonna be playing the E string with the bass, and then the A string fret 2 with the bass, and then I hammer on fret 4, okay? So, now after that, I have the A open string with the index, okay? And then a thumb slap, okay? And then the last 2 notes, E string fret 3 with the bass and a hammer on. That's it. So that's the first part, okay? So do it slowly. Okay, now you want to practice that for a while, and then when you're ready, you keep going and you learn the rest. Now, let me show you the small differences that we have throughout the exercise. All right, now we have completed the first bar. Now the bar number 2, we have a slightly different ending. So we have bar number 1. So the bar number 2 is exactly the same. Up until the thumb slap, and then we have the E string fret 3 played with the index and a little bend, okay? So okay, so the first 2 bars. Okay, that was a little mistake. Now the bar number 3, same thing as bar number 1. And the bar number 4 is going to sound like this. So I'm playing a beautiful G major chord. So it's exactly the same thing. Up until the thumb slap, okay, the last thumb slap, and then I'm gonna be playing a G chord, okay? I'm gonna do it slowly. And I'm strumming upward with the index finger, okay? And these are the first 4 bars, okay? I'm gonna play the whole thing slowly, actually like middle tempo. So you can repeat that as many times as you want. Usually it should be twice. So you repeat the whole thing twice. And then we move on to the B section, where we're going to use thumb slap and strum. Now the B section will have the thumb slap and strum. And I'm using a beautiful E minor 7 chord, okay? So low E, A string fret 2, D string fret 2, the G string, the B string fret 3, and the E string fret number 3. Okay, it's a wonderful chord. Okay, now the approach we're going to use here is this one. Okay, so I have 2 chords, and I'm going to be playing the E minor 7. So I'm going to start with the bass. Okay, plucking the E string with the thumb, and then I'm gonna play the whole chord with thumb slap and strum. So I will strike on the E string and simultaneously striking the top 3 strings with the middle finger, which is already in place. So I'm not really strumming with the finger. I'm not doing this. I'm just striking with the finger in this position, and as I go down with the thumb, the finger will basically strike the strings automatically. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. okay? So the bass note is always played with the bass technique, okay? And that's the first bar. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then I change chord and I play this beautiful mysterious chord, okay, which is an E minor with a major 6. So just like this chord, but I'm playing now the B string fret number 2, the C sharp, with the E open string, okay? And I do exactly the same percussive. And then I go back to the E minor 7 and E minor 6, okay? So I have that twice. Okay, it's a very cool way to kind of play the chord in a different way. It could be but with the percussion, it's definitely sounds a little bit more particular. So I really like it. Okay, and we're gonna be playing this one 4 times. So, and then once you're done with the last bar, you want to play the E minor, and then I have this beautiful B chord, which is more of a power chord than actually a real like B major. I'm not playing the whole thing. I'm only playing the A string fret 2, the D string fret number 4, okay? So, and here I'm just strumming with the index finger. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so I have it 8 times. And then after that I will go back playing this beautiful riff, okay? So the B section is pretty simple chord wise, the rhythm as well. And 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then you go back playing the first part, okay? Now guys, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Really take it step by step, refer to the tab if you can access the tab. Otherwise, just really practice slowly, and the secret is really like understanding the guitar part without the percussion before you actually start using the percussion and all those challenging techniques, okay? So take it step by step, and I'll see you on the next video.